So why you didn't get 4?
Because I didn't want to hold the things in my hand, so I bought a bag, so I can buy something for myself.
Okay, and of course he cannot say what he bought for himself, you know. Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Dollar Focus. And as you can see, I have company. I have company today. Well, this is my son, and we'll be sharing in this discussion in this episode of Dollar Focus. I know it has been a while, but this big boy here is about to move on. He's making the transition from primary or prep school to high school. So I've been quite busy up and down with the graduation process. First it was PEP, then the whole graduation process and all of that. So, you know, graduation was when? Last
week.
Last week when again?
Friday.
Yeah, I'm getting old. So it was last week Friday. We went to his graduation. It was a drive-through graduation, and of course it was raining. But it was a okay experience, I guess. It's new, totally different from what we used to graduation to be, where you'll have the ceremony, and then they'll have somebody addressing the students and so on. For this part, it's really about just going, taking photos and so on. Of course, they said they're going to put together a program which will be streamed, recorded and streamed. Hopefully they'll get a chance to do that. But that's not what this episode is all about. So, as I said earlier, my boy is growing, and, I am a bit shy or afraid to allow him to make certain decisions on his own. You see, he's very big. But I'm afraid to let him out of my sight. But as he's about to move on to high school, I'm saying to myself, there are certain things that I need to ensure that I allow him to do. And so, before his graduation, I was a bit tied up with work. So I said, you know what? I'm going to see if I can allow him to do certain things on his own. Right? And so he was supposed to go to the barber. Usually I would drop him off at the barber and then go and pick him up back. But this time I gave him his money, and I told him what the cost is for the barber fee, gave him the money, and also his dad gave him some money and asked him to get some
Body wash.
Right, he's supposed to get some body wash because we were out of bathing soap. So, usually we would go to the store together so he knows exactly where to go. I mean, usually we would drive there. It's close by my workplace, but usually we would drive there. So, I was thinking, should I drive him there after he's finished at the barber, or should I allow him to spend the money on his own? So I was saying to myself, as he's getting older, I need to teach him some responsibility, teach him how to manage his money and so on. And so I took the chance and I gave him the money to go shopping for the body wash. He went to the barber on his own, and after the barber, he's supposed to go to the store to get the body wash. So that's the experience that we want to share today. So I want to find out from him, what was the experience like? What was the experience like for you as you went to the store? Tell me about the journey from the barber shop to the store.
Well, it wasn't really that long, but I walked and make sure I looked left and right when I was crossing the roads, and it was a great experience overall.
Why would you say it is great? So tell me now, when you left the barber shop, you say you ensure that you look left and right to ensure that there was no vehicle coming and so on. But did you know exactly where to go? Because I mean, every time you're going to the store, you're driving. Did you know exactly where to go?
Yes, I know exactly where to go, because when my mom is driving, I always look at the places that she drives so that I can memorize where to go.
Okay, so you knew exactly where you were going. So you left there and you went straight into the store. Now tell me, what was the experience like in the store? How much money you had to buy the body wash?
I had $1,000.
You had $1,000. And I remember your dad saying to you, make sure you get the most for your money. Right? So what was the strategy that you had going in there? What was the strategy that you had getting the most for your money?
The strategy that I had was to go into the store, look on the shelves, and then look at the shelf which are the body washes. Look for the cheapest one and the most that I could get out of the cheapest one with $1,000.
All right. So tell me, what are the price ranges that you saw?
I saw 550, 700, and $250.
Okay, so you said $750, $550, and $250. So I realized that you bought 3 body wash out of the $1,000. So which one of the price you chose?
I chose the $250 one.
You chose the one for $250. Why you chose that one?
Because that one was the cheaper one and I could get more.
Okay.
Because with the other ones, you only could buy one of them, and I could have just buy 4 of them.
Okay, so that's very good. And you were bearing in mind that you need to get the most for your money. So you see right there, my son learned something from that shopping experience in terms of budgeting and getting the most for the money, right? So he saw 3 prices and he was smart enough to choose a cheaper one where he, instead of getting 1, he was able to get 3 for the money. So why you didn't get 4?
Because I didn't want to hold the things in my hand, so I bought a bag, but I bought something for myself.
Okay, and of course he cannot say what he bought for himself, you know. But he bought a bag. So that's very good shopping and spending and budgeting there. And I want to commend you for that in terms of how you budget and try to get the most for the money. So what I want you to take away from this discussion, viewers, is that, you know, we have to teach our children how to budget, how to spend money, and how to see how much they can get from whatever money that they have. And I believe that in terms of the choice that he made, it was a very good choice. The body wash, they're nice. Might not be the name brand, but they're nice. And the instruction was for him to get the most for the money. And that is exactly what he did. So as we're having this discussion, I thought to myself, why not share it with you all for you to see that as best as possible, take them to the supermarket with you. When you go shopping, you can allow them to take up small things, give them their money to shop as well. And when you send them to, you can even being there, you can allow them to cash out the items as well. And you have a discussion with them, you know, what the cost is, how much they are expected to pay, and what the change would be. Did you get change from the money that you spent?
Yes, I got $20.
You think you got the correct change?
Yes, I believe that I got the correct change.
Okay, right? So you have to teach them how to spend the money. First of all, make a list. And in terms of budgeting as well, he was on a budget because he was trying to get the most for the money. He could have just went in and took up one, right? One body wash because he saw some for $740 and $500 and something dollars. For those 2 prices, he could have only gotten 1. But he made the decision to get 3, right? For the money, and he wanted to buy a bag because he didn't want to take the stuff in his hand, right? So the long and short of it is that we have to teach our children how to manage and spend money from an early age and to maximize, you know, maximize what they can get for the dollar. So that is what we want to share with you. I hope that you learned something from this discussion and that you will give your children an opportunity to shop supervised, and sometimes they'll get to the stage where they will be shopping unsupervised as well. So this is another episode of Dollar Focus. I encourage you to like,
share,
comment. Let us know your takeaway from this video. Until next time, we encourage you to watch your dollar and spend your money wisely, because one cocoa, full basket.